Kling now comes with a video to audio, and for a limited time, it's free. Check it out. As you've seen in that video, you're able to upload a video that you have, and Kling will, generate audio for your video clips. As you've been seeing with the Street Fighter guy, I think it was Ryu punching the car, and we've seen even the person crying and a baby laughing, and the person even playing drums and whatnot. But this is an absolutely cool feature that they're testing out. And I think this is like them beta testing their own version of Veo 3, because Veo 3 is basically doing this while generating videos, but it does it at a very high level. It's generating the video and the audio at the same time, and it's doing it to the point you think, or at least some people think, that it's actually real footage and real people talking. They even have people like the giant rock statue walking across the earth stomping was generating audio as well, which is absolutely amazing. I was able to also generate different sounds using actually Dance. Dance is actually the #1 video generator right now, beating out Veo 3 when it comes to, prompt adherence. So I thought was the best way to try it out. Kling was not to use Kling Video, but the best video generation so far. So I started off with the person at a bus stop who was packing up the lunch in his bags. Even though there's some type of hallucination there, the audio wasn't too bad. Some of it wasn't the best, but some of it wasn't too bad. Check it out. You see that they were able to get the audio kind of right for the video, where you do hear the raindrops in some of the audio, but in some of it the audio is just totally off for what it was. Another video that I did was this woman who is, I guess, a close-up of her lips. Check it out. As you see there, this was actually pretty good. It almost seemed like an ASMR type of video where you can hear a lot of mouth sounds of, I guess, the liquid of the lips and the tongue congealing and spreading apart as the woman moves her mouth, which is kind of a little sexual if you ask me, but oh well. It actually did pretty good when it came to this, which was kind of surprising. Another one I thought was a pretty good example was this little girl playing a piano. Check out. As you saw over those 4 examples, the pianist girl actually didn't do too bad. They actually did pretty decent with matching up the hands to the actual piano playing. It wasn't perfect by any means, but it wasn't bad. I think in all of the generations so far, it's not bad. It doesn't fit as good as I would say Veo 3 does. It'd be pretty cool if Veo 3 came out with their own video to audio generation, See, if you get a good audio generation from them, or you have a good video, you just want the Veil 3 level audio to match the video that you may want to input. Also, it's this one right here where this woman is angelic. I'm gonna see how well it did this one, and it didn't do this one too bad. Check it out. As you saw, on that video, this woman was like stretching her arms out, mouth open, and folding it back in, but it didn't seem like it did the audio too good there. You can definitely hear some very zen type of music, so it's not like it doesn't fit the video, but it doesn't perfectly align. And then one of the clips actually I think did the best, where you can't hear her singing or holding a note at the beginning. But that's not all. I do have a few more examples, one being this scuba diver. Check it out. As you see with that video, the scuba diver was able to swim, and they did some really good audio. It does sound like some underwater footage where you hear the bubbles and the water all around the person. Also, another one I thought was pretty funny was this lion and a cat for the sea dance. Check it out. As you see, it didn't really get all of them correctly, but what would you expect even this to sound like in an AI video? You did hear the lion roar in one of them and the cat kind of roar at the end, so I don't think it did too bad overall. And I did want to try this on an easier one, and I thought that Sea Dance did this one the best, which was just a woman walking down on a runway, and we was going to see how it actually panned out. Let's check it out. As we seen in that video, well, it didn't do bad, but I was thinking that I was going to hear maybe steps or people talking and murmuring in the background, but I didn't at all. It was just like runaway music, which I guess is not bad, but it was not what I expected. Now, like a mini tutorial on how you do this, you would go to Kling, and then you would go to video to audio. You'll just select a file, and then you'll upload that file onto Kling, and then it'll just generate a video. Right now it is free, but I believe after that it's going to take about 10 credits, which is basically nothing for a generation of 4 different audio files, and it's fairly quick. I don't think this is necessarily a game changer, but I think this is definitely a pretty decent weapon and an AI video editor or AI enthusiast tool belt. But tell me what you think. Do you think that this is a complete game changer, or do you think that this is something you have in the back of your head? If you want to keep up with the latest and greatest AI news, you should definitely like and subscribe. With that being said, your boy X9 Dexter out.